Affinity has a new update. This one, March 2026, has got a new glitch feature called data blocks. It's a really interesting feature, and I'm going to go through some of the possible things you can do with it. I've got this image here, and what you need to do is go to Pixel, go to Filters, and with that go down to Distort, and then down to Glitch. In Glitch, you've got lots of options here with the types, but the one you want, this is the new one, data blocks. So data blocks, just select that. And now the default is slightly odd. Basically, it doesn't show anything. You've got the color set in there. What you need to do is go to the block size and just set it 1 or 2. And you can see what it does. It creates, as it says, blocks, square blocks. And it's based on the color of the image, though you can manipulate it further using this color option. But let's just push this down to what probably will be the best setting initially, and that's 0. And you can see it generates the same colour blocks as the image. And you can of course increase the block size, so let's just increase it, and you can see it averages out and obviously works out a green for that block, slightly darker green, and so on and so on. But also what you can do is horizontal displacement. So as I do that, you can see what happens. It just drags across that way, and it goes that way. And you can see you can create some interesting displacements. Now you'll notice the displacement has got a bit of a gap there. Well, you can actually get around that. See, go here, you've got vertical displacement. Well, and again, you can see a little bit of a gap there. Some places do not seem to be moving. Well, there's a block distribution, and you can see when you change that, it will change the way it moves, and it creates some really interesting combinations there. You can see there, like that. So literally millions of variations of that coloured image can be generated. But also what you've got, because I've set it to 0%, there's no colour difference. But you can go the other way. You can put it down to, basically it turns it far more desaturated. But also you can go the other way to 100%, and you get this really saturated colour block effect. Also, one thing I'm going to point out is there's horizontal displacement here, and you can see the slider goes up to 100%. You can enter 200, and that's as far as it goes. You can't put 300 or 400, etc. And you've got here block distribution. Again, you can go up to 1024. Also, as always, you've got this option, so you can just see, you can click here just to see preview. Saying that, weirdly, it doesn't seem to actually do anything. That is very odd. Maybe there's a bug in that. Okay, let's just click apply. So you've got this. With this image, now you can apply it again if you want. All you need to do is go up here to Pixel, Filters, and just go down here to Repeat Glitch. Now I've got a shortcut for that, so I can do it quite quickly, but let's just Repeat Glitch. And it just creates another glitch effect using exactly the same data blocks. And you can repeat that, and you can see as you do it, you will get to a certain point and it will just stop. You will just get as many squares as you can generate, and it will just suddenly stop after about 10 or 15 I found. So let's just undo those. You can also use it with layers. I'm just going to create a layer from this. So hold down the Alt Option key, just drag, and then I've got this. Now what I can do, again, Pixel, Filters, and just down here to Distort, Glitch, and exactly the same as before, just go down the bottom there, data blocks, and just manipulate the settings here, and I'm just going to push them up like that. And you can see then you get this distribution. Now weirdly, that doesn't seem to have any impact when it's a layer. There just seems to be some slight quirks there. And also again, you can modify the colour. You can increase it again like that. And once you're happy with your design, and I think I'm going to go with that one, click apply. And you can see the result there does actually slightly shift. So the result you get sometimes is slightly different from the actual preview. However, as this is a layer, what you can do, go down to effects, click there, go with 3D, and you can see you get this. And you can see it's extended beyond that initial layer. Now you've got a bit more to that, and close. And of course you can repeat this effect over and over again. So again, I'm using shortcut, you can see it generates this, and again it just seems to reduce it down in a weird way like that. You can create some very interesting shape designs using this approach. If you've got a solid colour, it will not work. If you use the glitch with this, nothing happens, no result at all. If you use it with a gradient, slightly different effect. I've got this gradient, now I can go to Pixel, Filters, Distort, and again Glitch, and go with Data Blocks. And then you can modify the block size, and as you do that, you can see you can create some quite interesting variations of your gradient. And of course, it could be any colourful gradient. And once you're happy with that, again, click Apply. And I'm going to repeat it again so you can see some slight variations in those blocks when you apply it multiple times. Now, another option that I haven't shown yet is a great feature, Pixel, Filters, and you can fade the glitch. So you can fade between it. So you've got all the options here for the blend modes. So you can go darken, multiply, linear burn, overlay, and say difference as well. And just change the fade, and you can create a variety of different colourful square blocks that way. Click Apply. You can also use it with text as well. So go up to Pixel, Filters, Distort and Glitch. Again, Data Blocks, and change the block size. And as you do that, you can see what happens. It generates this very weird, unusual sort of displacement to the various text there, and vertical there, and block distribution changes that as well. However, you'll notice the colour has no effect if it's a solid colour. However, if you use it with a gradient text, you can see the effect there. And again, horizontal displacement, vertical displacement, and colour. You can modify that, and block distribution, and click Apply. You can also use it with live filter layers. So Pixel, new live filter layer, and then go Distort and Glitch. Go down the bottom again, you can just go here, and Data Blocks. So this time you can go change the block size, again horizontal and vertical, and block distribution. You can also modify this, preserve alpha, so you can see the edge there, or not. Just change that. And also you've got blend modes as well. So you can go through blend modes, go with darken, colour burn, screen, overlay, soft light, etc. And once you're happy with that, close the panel, and you've got then a layer which you can then manipulate later, change it. Also, if you want, you can duplicate the layer and combine it with other live filter layers as well. If you've got any questions or thoughts about this, please let me know in the comments below. A like or dislike, always appreciated. Bye.